My name is Catherine D'Ambrosio. I'm a nurse. Welcome to my blog on family caregiving and incontinence. This particular blog entry addresses the third issue of determining your elder's cognitive and mobility assistance needs in order to maintain their toilet incontinence. Some elders require cognitive assistance to get to and from the toilet, so they need prompts, giving them directions for what to do next. Others require mobility assistance or physical help to get to and from the toilet. And many elders require both cognitive and mobility assistance. So figuring out how much cognitive assistance and how much mobility assistance and what type of mobility assistance can be a bit complicated. So the purpose of this particular blog entry is to help you determine your elder's mobility needs and give you some ideas for adapting their environment to support their toilet incontinence and independence. Mobility impairments, or problems moving about from one place to another, are the cause of many incontinent episodes and many injuries. So figuring out how to best support your elder's mobility can improve their safety and extend their independence. There are 5 basic types of mobility assistance. The first is independent. The second is standby assistance, where you're physically present but not actually touching the elder. The third is balance assistance, where you're physically touching and providing balance but not bearing any weight. The fourth is weight-bearing assistance, where you're physically bearing some of the elder's weight, not lifting them, but physically bearing some of their weight. The fifth is mechanical lift. The second question is, how many people are required to provide the assistance? And this can vary from 0 for somebody who's independent to up to 3 people, but very, very few people have ready and reliable access to 3 people who are willing and able to help them with their toileting needs. So the question of how many is often limited by definition. So if you have a mobility assistance device, such as a cane or a walker or a wheelchair, it can take you from requiring one person to be present to being independent. So what I'll try to push you towards is finding ways to promote the independence of your elder, getting to and from the toilet. Take a look at how far away the toilet is from your elder's typical locations. So how far is it between the bed and the toilet, or between the living room chair or the kitchen chair and the toilet? Does the elder have to go up or down stairs to get to the toilet? Do they have to open doors, or where they have to turn a knob or pull a door out to them? Both of those things can be logistically impossible if they've got very bad arthritis in their hands and can't turn a doorknob, or if they're using a walker and have to pull a door out. That can be very complicated, especially if the door is heavy. The strength of the caregivers who are available will also affect how many people are required, because if you have a big burly man who's very strong to help you, certainly you need fewer of those than you do if you've got a 90-pound 80-year-old caregiver assisting. She's probably going to be able to bear a lot less of the elder's weight than a big burly man. So the time of day will also change the elder's needs. Fatigue, certain medications, nutrition and hydration, the presence of delirium, and lots of other things that I list in the blog. There are some simple things that you can do to improve your elder's mobility, safety, and extend their independent functioning in their home. The first being using mobility assistance devices that you can access, like a cane or a walker or a wheelchair, and make sure that you get proper fitting and training on those devices. Installing a bathroom or a toilet near to your elder's favorite location. So you want to try and make sure that there's a toilet on the same level or the same floor as where your elder typically lives. And if it's not feasible to place a toilet on that same level, then perhaps using a bedside commode. Bedside commodes do have some pretty substantial drawbacks in that they can't be flushed, they need to be emptied, and that can be fairly unpleasant. But if you use a bedside commode, there's a couple ways that you can make it a less unpleasant experience. First, I would recommend you fill the bottom with maybe 2 or 3 inches of water, and keep toilet paper handy and within reach of the bedside commode. Empty the commode optimally after every use. But if you can't empty it after every use, say your mom or your dad or aunt or uncle is at home all day by themselves and you're at work, you need to empty it at least once a day and make sure that there's an airtight lid for the commode so that your elder doesn't have to smell it all day. Eliminate stairs from your elder's route to the toilet. Clear the clutter from the path between the toilet and your elder's typical hangouts, like the bed, the kitchen chair, the living room chair, the rocking chair on the front porch. You might need to rearrange the furniture to accommodate the walker or the cane. Look at the doorknobs and how easy or difficult it is for your elder to open or close the doors in their path. So I hope some of these tips have been a little bit helpful to you. I know that this is a difficult concept to try and communicate because I can't see you. So thanks for stopping by.